Day 199, guys. We're getting there. We're going to get back to basics. Just make sure the algorithm's kicking in. So, I think a lot of marketers, they go way, way too far advanced, and people are like, what the heck are people talking about? So, let's dive back into a bit of basics. Because, hey, like, it's good to revisit, and it's nothing to be afraid of if you feel like, hey, I feel like the world is so overwhelming. People are talking about all this stuff. I feel left behind. And everyone starts talking about these long-winded things. Like, let's get back to simple things. So, if you're like, what the hell is this traffic that people keep talking about? Like, what is it? And sometimes you go into these webinars and you get these training and you hear this word traffic and you're like, feel like an idiot because you don't know what it is. You're not alone, because a lot of people feel like this. And as I said, it's probably good because, as I said, like, if you're hitting these barriers, then you're learning something new. And maybe some people think they know what it is, when really they don't, or, So let's go back to it. What is traffic? So I'm going to put traffic on here. And it's not driving in traffic, because we don't want that type of traffic. So what is traffic? What is it? What is it? So why do people say I need traffic? Like, they don't say I need leads. They don't say I need clients. They say I need traffic. What the heck are they talking about? So when they talk about traffic, that normally means they've got a website or they've got some sort of landing page. So let's just drop this in here. Maybe they've got a website. Maybe, website 1E. Whoop. I've got better texters today. They're still the average ones. They've got a website. It means they want to... So a lot of people, this is where they go wrong. They build the website and then it sits there. Like, think about it. Like, at the moment this website's sitting there. No one knows about it. So what do you have to get to there? You have to get people, which is technically traffic. So we need to get people. And the question is, how the heck do you get them over here? So traffic would be anything that gets them to the website. Like, how are we going to get them into here? Like, so it could be, traffic could be you put a Facebook post up and you link to your website. This website here could also be a landing page. So let's put landing page. Landing page. It could be a ebook download. Maybe you've got an ebook you want people to get. Ebook. Could be a video you want them to watch. Could be a webinar. I don't really do webinars. I just go live all the time. Let's go video. Video page, maybe. Video page. So why are you trying to get this traffic here? The reason is, if you can get people here, then what are they going to do? They're going to pretty much, at some stage, hopefully, if you're in business, we're here to make some money. So they're going to give you some money. But a lot of people, they do the website and then they wonder why they're not getting money. And because you've got to drive traffic to it. And the traffic are people. Like, people, that's what we need, man. We don't want bots. We don't want other crazy stuff. We want people. So here's a person here. He's got his money. He wants to learn. He's got a bag of cash. He wants to spend it with your business. We're going to get him to your business. Now, there's heaps and heaps of websites out there. There's lots and lots of people out there. So how the heck do we get him over here? We can use social media. So social media. Maybe you put a post up. Hey, I've got this cool thing. Come check out my thing. And you drive them to the website. That's traffic. Maybe you drive them, and social media can be Facebook, could be Instagram. So let's put Facebook, Insta, TikTok, anything like that. Anything where you're driving them to the website. You're not driving them onto watching the video. Next one could be Google. Google could be Bing. Bing's one of my little favorite little dark horses there. Could be, we call these search engines. Search engines. Now they could be, traffic could be, maybe you write a blog post and Google comes through and the little crawler, the little bot comes in and you write a little blog article on, maybe it's, I don't know, some new product you got, and Google indexes it. So people type it in and they go, hey, I want to find a gym near me, as an example, because I was expecting someone that owns a gym, and Google goes, hey, here's a list of all the gyms. When they click on it, they go to your website. That's traffic. So that could be free. Maybe you run some ads. Again, you run an ad, places above the organic listings. They click on it, they go to the website. We're sending traffic. Another one could be, traffic could be like, you may go, well, that's pretty much it, mate. No, they got more. There's heaps of ways of driving traffic, man. There's heaps and heaps of ways. Maybe you got an email. You send an email to a bunch of customers. Maybe you say, hey, I've got this new product. Maybe you want to go have a look at it, go check it out. And that email has a link to your website, so you're driving traffic. Maybe there's heaps of examples of this. You maybe have a flyer. I say if you got flyer, put money in Google Ads or put it in Facebook. But maybe you have a flyer with a website. Maybe you have a business card. You're driving traffic to the website to get them to what? Buy stuff, like to do something. So we're business owners. If you follow me, I'm talking business. We ain't here to keep them in this free land too much. We need to get them across the line. And maybe that's to get on the phone. Maybe that's to acquire a form. Maybe that's what we talk about traffic. Now, there's all different types of traffic. So while you're sitting there going, these are really cool, let's break it down. Let's break it down into what type of traffic there is. Let's get this out of here. And you've probably seen the funnel. The funnel is what we're going to use today. Oops, not a very good funnel. But you have different types of people for traffic that you want to target. Cold. Let's put cold over here. Cold. Warm. Today's freezing because it's cold weather over here. I think we've got a cold front coming through. Hot. And your customers are all going to be in different places like this. And depending on what you're doing at any stage, cold maybe, I think it's like, there's different terms to this, and I'm probably going to get it wrong. Hot normally means their intent, like they know their problem. They are pretty aware of what they need. Like that problem here, they already know what they need. Like they're ready. They're pretty much these guys here. You can see there's less of them. There's a reason there's less of them, because there's a lot of people out here that don't know what they want. So there's a lot of people don't know what they want in life. So there's heaps of them out here. There's not many people that know what they want in life. An example. It's a pretty bad example. So these guys here are what we call problem aware. No, not problem aware. Yeah, problem aware. These guys here aren't. Maybe you're going to trigger them into showing them a video on Facebook, and they're going to go, that's me. I need to get this stuff. Like they're not aware, that they're not problem aware. And as I said, I do these live, so I don't prep too much for these. I get an idea in my head. So if you ping me on these and you go, well, Mark, you got these back to front, go for it. You do lives every day and you see how good you're going to go. So these are a little bit mixed up, not problem aware. And maybe these guys here in warm mode are now decision making process. And because I went live earlier in the day, I'm still in work hours, so I think people are messaging me. But we're going to keep going with this. So pretty much means here, cold, they're not aware of what the heck they need. So maybe that's social media. An example might be. So these are the different types of traffic. And I'm thinking service-based. So like an example may be, let's go plumber. I like using plumbers. Social media, they see a photo of a hot water system. Actually, I want to use that because I saw one of my friends that is obviously owns a plumbing company. So let's go that they have a hot water system. They see it, and the post goes, "Hey, did you know you need to replace your hot water system every 5 to 10 years because it rusts?" I don't know. I'm not a plumber, so bad. It may be a bad excuse. At that problem there, Mark goes, "Yeah, that's right. My hot water system is probably 10 years old. Well, I think it's probably 8, and it is rusting. Damn." Yeah, now I'm aware of my problem. So what do I go in? I go in decision making. So what does Mark do now? Maybe he goes into Google a little bit and he now starts looking around like, who the heck? Because I've seen this guy's ad on that and maybe he didn't convince me enough, but now I know that I've got a problem and I need to aware this. So decision making, I start looking at competitors, like start looking at reviews. I'm starting to get an idea of like, maybe I'm getting wandering around, like I'm still bouncing around certain things, but I'm pretty clue that I'm now starting to research the market. And that's warm. So I can research them. Not ready to convert yet. I'm just looking around. Like, is this a common problem? Maybe do these things rust? How long should a hot water system last? As an example. So I'm still bouncing around. I haven't committed. Now, at some point along this thing here, I'll be like, shit, these things can blow up if I don't fix them. I need to get this fixed like now. Now I'm hot. Now I have got money out of my pocket. Now I am pretty much going in there and I'm putting plumbers near me into Google or hot water system specialist in my local area. People with that. So at this stage here, I'm now ready to part with my money. And this is the different types of traffic that you got to think about. So it's cool that you can send traffic to your website, but not all traffic is the same. So a lot of people get caught up in this thing An example would be, let's go Google Ads. So a lot of people, when they go in there, they run the little wizard because it's really cool. So Facebook comes in, not Facebook, Google. So let's jump through this. If you jump me in today, let's pull this across here. So they go into Google and Google's like, hey, here's a $100 voucher, because they give you a $100 voucher if you find the ad. And they're like, cool, set up a Google ad and put in your website, just let us know what you want. And you're like, cool. And if you're watching your website, Google's going to send a lot of traffic. Like, it's going to start sending a lot of traffic. And you're like, man, that's cool, man. I've spent like $50 on Google, and Google's done exactly what it said. And I'm looking at my stats, and maybe I see Google sends 100 people to my website within a week. Maybe 100 people enter. And this is the thing, you got to be careful when you're letting the algorithms, especially if you're like letting it have full control, because I know it has like a smart wizard in there. Its objective sometimes is literally to get traffic to your website. Doesn't mean it's going to get money for you. So you look at it and you go, man, I've had 100 people on my website. This is really great. But you get no sales. Like, what happened to my sales? Like, so this is what happens when you say cold traffic. So it means people start typing in weird queries into Google. Like, maybe they're looking for like, do-it-yourself hot water systems. Can I fix a hot water system myself? Can I do all these things myself? Bunnings. They're not coming to you to buy the hot water system, right? So how the heck do you get them into the warmer decision, right? Because Google's sending all this traffic. It's really crap. You have to be aware of the intent. So I'm using Google as an example here. Now, when you come down to here, there maybe is only 10 people. Now, another thing Google loves to do at this point here, if you're watching here, I'm going to tell you a little secret, is Google actually mixes your name into these results. So say you were getting all this free traffic on Google, and your name was Bob's Plumbing, and you were getting free traffic every month from Google. Google goes, yeah, no problem, and it puts your ad for Bob's Plumbing for when they search Bob's Plumbing. May sound really great. But now what Google has done is it's hedged its bet and inflated its numbers, because now every time someone goes to search for Bob's Plumbing, the beauty of it is Google puts an ad right at the top, and the first thing people click is the first listing, which is the ad. So you had a free listing below and you had a free listing on the right. People click for the first thing that comes up in their feed. It was the ad. So you get these nice, pretty numbers. So you got to be aware of these numbers as well, guys. Big numbers isn't always best. Now, if you come down here, and maybe you only had 10 people, but these were 10 willing people, maybe you would have spent less on your ads. Maybe you got better inquiries. So this is the difference. These people here, it's going to be bigger numbers, going to be a lot of them. A lot of people get caught up in it. They get caught up with social media, because social media goes out and gets, what does social media do at the cold stage? It gets likes, it gets comments. It doesn't get sales most of the time. Give it a clear objective. I want messages. I want conversions. I want this. You're going after hot traffic. The numbers are going to be smaller. And some business owners get caught up in this thing around traffic, and they think bigger numbers of traffic is always better. It's not. And this is where it becomes a bit scary, because people will go, Mark, what should my conversion rate be? And the question I always have is, what type of traffic will you send in there? If you send 100 people there and they're cold traffic and they're not aware of their problem, your conversion rate is going to be pretty crap. Like, that's going to be the reality. Like, you may convert nothing. You may convert 1%. An example of this would be e-commerce. If you're doing e-commerce and you're doing ads online, your conversion ratio is going to be between 1 to 3%. Shocking, isn't it? Which means you've got to run big numbers. 1% to 3. 3% means you're actually doing pretty well in the e-commerce space. Like, that's pretty much it. 1% standard. Like, that's it. Cold traffic, don't know who you are. That's the things. When you get down to here, the numbers are going to change. Like, they're going to change dramatically. And it depends on how good what they're searching. If it's Google Ads, the numbers are going to pull up pretty strong. The conversion rates on this, I said, I don't know what the industry standards are, but an estimate would be, if you're doing pretty well, 25%. Like, look at the difference in traffic. So you send 10 people there, maybe 25. You get 4 paying customers from them. So the conversion rate may be higher. I'll just pluck that number at my butt. This could be 50. This could be 100. Again, it depends on how qualified that hot traffic is. If you're in a keyword that is so specific, and I know I'm jumping between Facebook and ads, maybe it's SEO as well, but if your keyword was so specific that it was like, I want to buy a hot water system right now near me, that is a very specific keyword. Who the hell would put that in? Someone that is not wanting a hot water system right now, and they've got money. That conversion rate is going to be pretty high. If it's up here and it's like hot water systems, that's their keyword. It's going to suck, because you're going to pick up people looking at for do-it-yourself, training, maybe looking for a job. Like, maybe they're just idiots that put in football club and hot water system came up and they clicked in it. Ta-da, you lost money. So today's topic, as I said, that's today's topic. What the types of traffic, what traffic is, and the different types of traffic. It's a very generalized overview. I like to keep them simple because you guys are smart business owners. You like to see the strategy, you like to see the tactics around it. We don't need to go into too much detail around how this works as long as you get these theories into your head, because you're either doing this yourself or you're paying someone else. So you need to know these basics around it. And it plays into everything. Like traffic plays into social media, email. Like, is the email going out to a bunch of people who don't know who you are? Cold traffic. You've gone to a trade show and someone's given you a list of email addresses that you shouldn't have. And if you do that, it's a naughty thing to do. And you decide to blast them out. That's cold. These people don't know who you are, and they're going to get annoyed when that email goes out. Low conversion rate, high numbers of email going out. Hot. Customers who have already dealt with you, who have got a trusted relationship and have already bought from you, who are more likely to buy again. Hot traffic. Send them an email, going to get great conversion. So don't get caught up in these numbers. I see a lot of people going, oh, what should my conversion rate be? It's going to depend on your quality of traffic. What the heck are you sending? And as I said, we've talked about sending them to a website. Could be a landing page, could be an ebook. There's many factors in this, but it's something to be aware of. It's nothing to be ashamed about not knowing some of these terminologies. Some terminologies, there's certain words that a lot of marketers use. Even I bump into them occasionally. I'm like, what the hell are people talking to? And then they say what the abbreviation is. You go, God, why didn't anyone just say that? Like, there's a lot of slang, there's a lot of things, and they're done to confuse a lot of people. And I said, traffic is what it is. It's sending traffic to a website, sending people. People are likely to open their wallets, likely to spend with you. And I said, that's why I'm basing it with you guys here, because you guys that follow me are all service-based businesses, or you're businesses, you're selling something. I'm not dealing with people who are giving away freebies. It's probably not why you should be following me. Like, if you're in here and it's like, well, I'm just in here to lose money, or I'm here to give away stuff for free, probably not going to be the greatest guy to follow. But if you're here to like, how the heck do I make more profit? How the heck do I make money? How the heck do I sell more? How the heck do I get more work in for my staff to be busy? I'm your guy to follow. And as I said, I go live every day and I give away quite a lot of value. Now, what am I doing in this whole thing? If you think about what Mark is doing, I am taking a cold audience into a hot audience. If you're watching a few of my videos, I pretty much know you're pretty much a hot prospect, or you're interested in something that I may sell later. And if you followed me, I did 6 months on my personal profile, and I don't think I sold anything. So don't fear about it, guys. I've given you away today what traffic is, different types of traffic, how you can think about it. So think about it today and go, maybe I should reapproach my stuff. Maybe if you aren't getting results, like maybe you're not far enough down that traffic funnel of what the heck they are. And on that note, I'm going to wrap this up because we're almost at 20 minutes and I don't like to go over time. Not that I had any time on here. Today I've got the door shut because it's actually freezing outside. I think it's like 12 degrees outside. That's Celsius for you guys in America. Don't know what the heck that means in Fahrenheit. I know it does get a little colder, but we're in Australia, man. We're not used to this cold blasts. On that note, I will see you guys tomorrow.